Hurricanes ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Wide receiver going in motion. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Right side, it's Frazier. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Throwing, Lagway. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. His third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Plows his way ahead. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And that will go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front, man. The big boys all moving together, creating enough space. And I love the way Palmer, the back gets downhill, understands where the first down marker is.
Yeah, you know, some running backs just have a nose for it, and this guy does as well. He's able to sort of find...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's loose down the left side. Inside the 40. At the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Miami. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. Here's Lagway to pass. Stepping to the right. Finds his big tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Fires to the right. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. There he goes. The 10. Touchdown Hurricane. A pick 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he makes the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Motion from the wideout. Trying to escape and get it himself. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Finding some room. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Makes the catch, it's Davis.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Oh, he's got some space. The 30, the 20. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. On first down, Nate Frazier there to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. This quarterback part of their running game. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Owls!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs,
and the Blue Devils will kick off first, and here we go. On the run from inside his own 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. They'll run this play from the pistol. Sticks it in his belly. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Here's Reed to throw. Out wide right, it's Charles. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
To the air, it's Reed. Under pressure. Got his man. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. And guys, he just didn't get outside the tackle box. You can't throw it away like that. 2nd and long after the grounding call. Reed. Looking left. Makes a connection. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Well, they come up with a big one through the air, and with his speed, I'll be honest, I thought he was gone. Nice job by the defense chasing him down, getting him down right at the 1.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, UTSA. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. From inside the 10, here he comes. Makes a move. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Stopped right there.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Lagway, looking long. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there. And you could tell, just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that one.
Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Drops back, it's Reed. Shoots it to the left. Open on the left side, it's Smith. There he goes. Touchdown, Roadrunners. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you could tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point makes it 14-0.
UTSA 14-0.
On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. They put the brakes on it.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
The Blue Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Unloads to the right. Just gets rid of that one.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Out wide left, it's Davis. Breaks into the open. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
That had to be a coverage bust because there's no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Flagway wants to throw. Look out. He's got it. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Blue Devils, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. To give, running right, it's Frazier. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached a break, and it's UTSA on top. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. To throw, it's Flagway. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Coming to the line, looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Lagway to throw for it on 4th. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. The Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Right side, it's Reynolds. Touchdown, Blue Devils! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Reed. pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Oh, pressure's coming. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Buys time to his left. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Duke.
Well, it's been a tale of two quarters, I think, safe to say. And for this offense, they were sleepwalking a little bit early in the first quarter, but they've come alive now in the second quarter. They've made some plays. You can see them playing with a totally different confidence, a totally different sense of urgency, and they feel right now, David, like they're unstoppable.
And the game just completely flipped, wasn't it? Like, it was kind of crazy. It felt like this was going to be a blowout, and then all of a sudden you rattle off a couple of touchdowns. We got a great game, kind of back and forth. Now, which team can keep the momentum, can get their offense and defense playing right at the same time?
Big fullback's got it. They stop him in his tracks, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing. If they thought it would fool them to give it to the fullback, that was not the case.
Yeah, give this defense credit. They obviously watched a lot of film this week, and they knew there were a lot of different guys offensively that could touch the football, including the fullback, but he had no room to go there.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Throwing Reed. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. And they And the Bruins headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Takes the handoff. It's Luke. They come out strong, stopping for no gain on the opening play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. Moves the pocket. It's Bailey. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, and not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Fires quickly. Can't get him to the ground. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it right now. I mean, they're just throwing caution to the wind. And, David, we know it. They've got a lot of confidence in their skill players throwing the ball. And right now, that's been very apparent early.
Well, and now you knock me back on my heels a little bit. Now I'm like, oh, crud. Is this their game plan? Is this going to be pass, pass, pass? So defensively, I'm thinking, how do I make my subs? Do I go dime? Do I go nickel, right? Like, they're definitely pass happy. But the first thing I have to do is get a pass rush and make this quarterback feel uncomfortable.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in the perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, he seems like he's dialed in.
2nd and long here. From the gun. Just barely got rid of it.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that first down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot of maintaining this drive, and now their defense has to take over in a sudden change situation.
Caught on the RPO. There he goes. Inside the 30. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, it's Allen. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The pull and throw off the RPO. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability to rush the passers. You saw right there getting the sack. We're only in the first quarter, but they're right now winning this game in all 3 phases.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Inside the 15. Touchdown, Owls! A great catch and run for 6.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter.
Kennesaw State ready to kick it off and get this game going. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The give. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Handoff again. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Got to make the play on 4th. Still running at the 40. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Moon. Unloads in the nick of time.
Thank you. That's what the defensive backs say to the defensive linemen when they get home and put pressure on the quarterback fast and the ball comes out erratic.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. A designed run for the quarterback. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
He's knocked down immediately, trying to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Needs it here on 4th down. Lets it fly. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Running through contact. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. So the opening drive of the game, and you spit it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not the start this offense wanted.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Fires to the tight end. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
It's a phenomenal effort on third down by the QB, but how about the blocking? When that play broke down, look at the receivers running routes. They all of a sudden turned around, and they went and got some blocks to help out their QB. You gotta love that.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Hits the hole, it's George. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Sells to fake. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Snapped on fourth down. He'll take a deep shot here. A full dive to haul that one in.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Rushes on. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Moon. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Unloads it left. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Turning it on. Inside the 30. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's going to take off. Got enough space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. They'll run it. It's Frazier. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. from inside his own 10. He'll try to help out their field position. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield, it's Moon. Throws to the tight end. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his...
The Ducks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Straight ahead, it's Frazier. He's got enough. Oh, out of space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Motion from the wide receiver. Mensah takes a hit as he fires. Out wide right, it's Green. Breaks into the open. At the 30. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Rashad Downs going up top. Good job just to get rid of that one.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Long way to go on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Left side, it's Johnson. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Oregon! did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Throwing, Lagway. Right side, it's Frazier. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the edge, it's Frazier. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. And the Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. Handoff for Frazier. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
The Blue Devils will go for it here on 4th down. Fourth down, Lagway. They get to him as he throws. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to the right. Breaks the tackle. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Out wide left, it's Reynolds. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. They'll give it to Johnson. It's a seam walk. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. But see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Here's Lagway to pass. Throws for the tight end. That's reeled in. It's Reynolds. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Blue Devils want to pick up the tempo. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. He's got it way down the field. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First play of the period, first down here.
This offense, they didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient, they stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Throwing, Mensah. Left side is Green. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. That's caught. It's Dickey. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. The Ducks have a lot of options on second and inches. Quarterback's treating this like a free play. Caught behind the line. It's Dickey.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Here's Mensah to throw. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
They'll go to the air. And he gets rid of it.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down. Now,
it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And it works if he can get the first down. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And that is such a great job by the head coach deciding to go for it there on the fake punt. And that's one of those fake punts that they've probably had in their playbook now for several weeks, but you gotta have the perfect look defensively to run it. The up man gets the snap, a nice accurate throw, picking up the first down and keep this drive alive.
And the Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. In the red area, it's Dickey. Driven back.
And that is beautiful defense, timing up the blitz, getting in the backfield, and not just getting there, laying the big lick.
I think that ball carrier, his eyes were like saucers on that one. He knew he was running that thing right into the teeth of it, and boy, he paid the price.
And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal. Now we get a timeout from the Blue Devils. That's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Gets it almost to the 30-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 29, and a solid return there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught, it's Reynolds. At the 40, there he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
He'll pull it down and run. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He's changing the play. Lagway makes the grab. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. Timeout Duke. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Lagway wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Davis. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had 2 guys near that ball.
1 more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Third down from the gun, DJ Lagway. Escapes the pressure going right. Into the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. The Blue Devils will kick it away to crank up the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Mensah. He hurls one deep down the left side. Hauls it in down the sideline. Lots of running room. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ducks!
This offense is high-octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Here's the return from inside his 10. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Gonna take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And at this point of the game, you just can't say enough about how good the defense has been covering this guy. Coming into the game, they knew he was the critical factor for this offense with his skill set, but they have really been able to shut him down. They force another incompletion down the field looking his way. To me, that's one of the biggest reasons why they're winning.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Lagway to throw for it on 4th. Looking for a big play. And it's knocked away. They'll give up.